You guys already know what it is. Dragon Ball Super is coming back next year. 100% confirmed by Dragon Ball Super Chronicles on Twitter. Give them a follow. They are a very credible source. A bunch of other people has covered this topic already. So, he says, I can confirm. 1. Weekly Dragon Ball episodes set after the Universal Survival arc are in production. Anime will be back in 2023. So, next year. And 2. New Dragon Ball movie after Superhero is currently in pre-production. Toei is planning to release movies once 2 to 3 years. That's all for now. So, this is interesting. Because I want to say, we never had a Dragon Ball Super movie run at the same time as the Dragon Ball Super anime. That's assuming that the anime is still going to be running by the time the movie drops. When Dragon Ball Z was airing, that was a very common occurrence. But with Super Broly, you know, that came out after Dragon Ball Super had already concluded. Well, the first part at least. And we don't even know if this is going to be Dragon Ball Super. This might be Dragon Ball Ultra or Dragon Ball Ultimate. Which, it's whatever at that point. What bothers me a little bit is episodes set after the Universe Survival arc. They didn't say Dragon Ball Super Broly. They said after the Universe Survival arc. So there's a lot of things that can happen here, guys. You guys already know where I'm going. Some of you guys don't mind, but most of you, you're fucking mad. And I know exactly why. Because what's about to come out of my mouth? Oh man, oh man. It is Battle of Gods and Resurrection F all over again. Think about it. What comes after the Universe Survival arc? Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? We already saw them. We already saw it in the form of a movie. You already know what's about to happen. So with Battle of Gods, you know, that was a movie at first. Resurrection F was a movie. What the fuck did they do? They retold both stories in anime form, episodically. And arguably fucked both of them up. Though Battle of Gods is less... It isn't as bad as the Frieza movie, in my opinion. Because we learned that, you know, by extending the Battle of Gods into an actual anime arc, we sort of got more info on how Super Saiyan God operates. Like, we didn't know it could regenerate. Well, that wasn't on Battle of Gods. And we didn't know he was universal. Because that also was not on Battle of Gods. We didn't know how strong this dude actually was in this form. Crazy shit. Resurrection F, the anime arc, there was nothing to gain from that. I mean, there was no reason for that to happen at all. I mean, the Ginyu taking over Tagoma thing, I sort of like that better than Tagoma just getting murdered at the beginning of the movie. But the way that was executed was shitty. It could have been done way better. And the animation was worse. Like, I want to say the Resurrection F arc on the Dragon Ball Super anime, that was the worst the animation has ever looked ever. It was disgusting. It was ugly. It was worse than episode 5. Dragon Ball Super Broly, if they redo it, I can guarantee. Alright, I can't guarantee shit, but there's no way that it's gonna look as ugly as those two arcs. It has to look good. I'm not expecting it to look as good as the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Yo, is this shit even gonna be in 2D? like, just pray that the actual anime is not 3D, is not CGI. Because what if they only greenlit the anime because they're like, yo, this 3D shit is way easier. We could do a whole anime like this. At this point, cry. But I don't think Toei would do us like that. You know, I don't think they'd do us like that. So, assuming that this is in 2D, and assuming that they are redoing the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, what is there to gain from them redoing this? Well, maybe we get an extended view of the events of Planet Vegeta. What if we get to see how the Saiyans lived? You know, just a good chunk of episodes just taking place on Planet Vegeta. You know? That'd be pretty interesting. They might even put the gas fight in there at the beginning. Who knows? Between him and Bardock. That would be really interesting, actually. Just starting the shit up. Bardock versus Gas, off rip. And then we get to the planet being destroyed and all that shit. And then we go to Super Broly. If they did it like that, if I'm being 100% honest, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. If they just extended the Planet Vegeta portion. You know, we get to see more of the Saiyans. More King Vegeta. You know? more Bardock. I don't know if anyone wants to see more Paragus. Bardock's crew. We want to see more of Bardock's crew. You know what it is? Cool shit. So, it isn't a completely hopeless situation. We get to see more shit. Now, after the Planet Vegeta portion, that's where shit gets a little complicated, alright? Now, we could either redo the movie, which, I mean, what is there to explain? The motherfucker's fault, and that's that. Like, why would they, I don't understand why they would try to reanimate the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. The fights, at least, because I consider them to be a masterpiece. But they did the same thing with Battle of Gods, right? So the only thing they can really do is flesh out the fight between Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. You know, more of an explanation of their feats. Get a solid, you know, although we could pretty much calculate how strong they are without that. We don't really need feats because of the Battle of Gods thing from the arc. But if they want, they could really explain more, like, how this shit even happened, why Broly is the way he is, what he is. Because he's not the legendary Super Saiyan. That's the other Broly. He's the legend. He's the legendary Super Saiyan, the purest form of Super Saiyan you can find. This motherfucker, Dragon Ball Super Broly, he looks like the legendary Super Saiyan, but this bitch is a mutant. They didn't really explain the green-haired form on Dragon Ball Super. I mean, they did talk about Cal. Vegeta said, like, this is like the legendary Super Saiyan or something along those lines. So, I do think Cal is a legendary Super Saiyan, even though people want to call it Super Saiyan Berserker. The whole, like, Broly situation is weird in my opinion. Like, it started with Cal. Let me see something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, they call her form Super Saiyan Berserker, right? But, like, what's the difference between that shit? What's the difference between Dragon Ball Super Broly's Super Saiyan Full Power? And what's the difference between Z Broly's Legendary Super Saiyan? It's the same shit when they all do the same shit. White eyes, changing the color of the environment. Like, come on, it's the same shit. But it's whatever. They want to call it different forms. Let them do what they gotta do. But if they do extend the Dragon Ball Super fight, give us an explanation, extension maybe. And then, after that, you already know what it is after that. After that, we're going to be eating. We have the Moro arc. I know you guys want to see that shit animated. The Moro arc. Badass. And then we have the Granola, the survival arc. I don't know if anyone wants to see that shit animated. I think everyone's shitting on it now because we've been stuck on the same part for a long time. And that's because this is a monthly manga. Once this arc ends and we start the next arc, and those individuals that sit down and absorb the entire Granola arc at once, I think they're going to see it differently. Because all the bitching and moaning that I'm hearing about this arc, I heard it for the Moro arc. I heard the exact same thing. What the fuck? The story isn't moving. It's moving. It's just monthly. Monthly manga is different. It's a shitty situation, you know? If this was weekly, this arc would be over by now. I guarantee you this shit would be done by now. But, it's the situation that we're in. And yeah, monthly chapters are bigger than your weekly chapters, but I believe we still would have been past this shit by now. That's just the situation that we're in. But who knows? Maybe when you reread the fucking Granola the Survivor arc, it might not be as bad as you think it is, because it's dragging on month after month. And we, you know, it just feels like we're stagnant, like we're not moving anywhere. That's the disadvantage of having a monthly manga, unfortunately. But we got that, and then who knows? There might be shit in between Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Alright, you know what? Maybe there is something good about them redoing Super Superhero. Because think of fucking Super Superhero. I'm just gonna call it Dragon Ball Superhero, alright? Because this shit is annoying. Dragon Ball Superhero in 2D. Y'all know y'all want that. No one's gonna bitch and moan when they reanimate that traditionally. No one's gonna shit, alright? I think everyone's gonna want that. So, at the end of the day, if they redo that movie, we win. I don't mind them redoing Dragon Ball Superhero. They could do that shit. I wouldn't mind that. I think that's a W. I don't know about you guys, but that's a whole W. Shit. Then whatever they want to do after that. Like, at that point, after we get past Superhero, we're going to be at end of Z territory. Which, by the time, let's assume that they do animate Dragon Ball Super Broly, then the Moro arc, then the Granola the Survivor arc, we are going to have the manga on a whole nother arc by that point. But it's going to be monthly. I think that's where the movies come in. Because the movies have no problem going past the manga. So, there's no telling what those two movies are going to be. we're gonna go weird. Like we're really going forward in time with those 2 fucking movies or whenever. How many movies? I said 2 movies. I'm wilding. My bad. The new movie. It's 2 to 3 years. I saw the number 2 and just said 2 movies. It's 1 Dragon Ball Super movie. That was my mistake. There's a new movie in pre-production. But they said that they're gonna try to release a movie like every 2 to 3 years. So there's gonna be more than one movie. So I wasn't completely wrong, I guess, right? But that's pretty much it, guys. Dragon Ball Super's coming back next year. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm all in.
Balls deep.